English prison is a vast machine in which a man counts for just nothing at all. Move with it, and all will be well. Resist, and you'll be crushed as inevitably as the man who plants himself on the railroad track when the express is coming.
On the water's edge, below the guardhouse, are situated the stores, commissariat and ordnance. They are capable of holding 3 months' supply of provisions and stores. The system, which has been pursued by me, may be summarised as follows. Safe custody of the convicts, their classification and supervision, labour, rewards and punishment, moral and religious instruction, results. This is a substantial brick edifice. It will accommodate 432 convicts. The building also contains a spacious dining hall, a chapel, a library for prisoners, a schoolmaster's room for the prisoners' evening school, 10 separate baths with hot and cold water, 22 separated latrines, day room, covered benches in yards for prisoners. There are shops for blacksmiths, farriers, nail makers, locksmiths, vicemen, iron and brass founders, tin plate workers, carpenters, turners, wheelwrights, coopers, painters and boat builders. A steam engine drives vertical and circular saws.
Such an attractive dwelling and such beautiful gardens. And to think that on the other side of the wall are brutes and savages. Several parties were given in my honor as the commandant's house, and on these occasions we were joined by other senior officials and their families, for in this lonely spot where several hundred of the greatest villains of the three kingdoms are gathered together, with only the smallest of military forces to control them, people dance and enjoy themselves as though this were the most normal of situations.
whole of the detachment at this settlement are at all times to consider themselves on guard and ready to turn out at a moment's notice.
Oi! Stop, you dog! Stop there, I say!
All men are cautioned against speaking to any of the women on the settlement. No shouting or other noisy conduct can be permitted in barracks. Private Francis Carlyle, 6 months with hard labour and periodic solitary for using highly improper language to his superior officer,
to hell with you!
and for having struck him a blow on the lip. Private James Elby, 20 days in solitary confinement for refusing to go on sick. This hospital is a substantial brick building, 2 stories high, and will accommodate 70 patients in 6 wards. The dormitories of the Paupers Depot afford convenient, substantial and well-ventilated accommodation for 180 inmates. A spacious mess room and kitchen have also been erected. Bath and ablutions rooms will shortly be finished. Not a few of the convicts, from the length of time they've been prisoners, and their irregular propensities and evil habits, have also become of impaired intellect, necessitating their removal to the imbecile or observation class of the lunatic branch. As a deterring and reformatory punishment, solitary confinement, with a period of separate treatment following immediately afterwards, I find to be the most effective. And in the majority of cases, I firmly believe such treatment produces a decided improvement on the convict's future life. I wept in the shadows of my cell and longed to die. But as the weeks crept on, I wept less and less. The process of hardening had set in. The dwelling house accommodation comprises, in addition to government cottage, quarters for civil commandant, chaplains, medical officer, station officer, clerks, storekeepers, and for 40 other stipendiaries.
The convicts were drawn up facing the altar and pulpit. The most profound silence continued throughout the whole sermon preached by the minister. I allowed my gaze to wander all around the sacred building. Everything there was of the greatest simplicity, completely devoid of ornamentation. When the preacher descended from the pulpit, choir of voices arose strong and full and tuneful, singing the hymns of the Anglican order of service. I was so strongly affected that my eyes filled with tears.